The Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward. James wide open, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. James has got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Lakers. Harden against Green. For 3. Harden, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Passes it to LeBron. McGee in the corner. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Westbrook with a wide open look. No good on the 3. The Lakers on offense.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
They get the rebound.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Caldwell Pope against Westbrook. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And that one drops for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Pass to House. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Outside Green. Covington against LeBron.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Rockets trail by 5. And here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And so many of his points came at the line. The D was trying to play him physical, and he just said, yeah, bring it on.
And here's LeBron outside, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Westbrook against LeBron. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Finds the hole for the 2nd time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
James against Covington. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
And so he makes both from the line.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Here's Westbrook. No good off the back of the rim. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Westbrook against LeBron. The shot's good from McGee.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Westbrook passes to House. Now, here's Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Drills it from outside.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope. There's the pass to Davis. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Green outside. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. For 3, Westbrook. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers leading by 8. On the wing, Green. Over Harden. Good D by Harden. Here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Now, here's Green. Here's McGee. Green breaking loose. McGee's shot is off. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Davis dishes to James. Back to Davis. Over Westbrook. And again, no good by the Lakers. Rockets trail by 8. Harden right side. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
LeBron outside. Back to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Davis.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together? Tell me the truth. That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that. But I think the league is doing staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay with the team.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. J.R. Smith's checked in for Caldwell Pope, and Dwyane Wade subbed in for Green. Clemens, covered by LeBron. Tucker gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. But he's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now, here's Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Howard trying to free himself up. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now here's McLemore, covered by Smith. Harden the pass to Green. Houston needs to get a shot off from past the arc. Harden, no good.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
J.R. Smith hits them both.
Now, we know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
Rivers against Waiters. Now Rivers. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Green finds Rivers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
James with it. 11 points in the game. And finished off by LeBron.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to McLemore. Rivers with it. Covered by Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Clemens, guarded by Kuzma. It's deflected.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Rivers against Waiters. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Clemens. That one misses. Great D that time from LeBron. Here's Waiters. LeBron trying to free himself up. And it's good, 2 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And stolen by James. Here's the floater. Waiters no luck.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. The Lakers also with a sub, Alex Caruso. He's checked in for LeBron. Now here's Rivers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the triple. McLemore's got 5 now.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Pass to Smith. The pass to Howard. Over McLemore. That's good from Howard on the assist by Smith.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Pass to Rivers. Here's Carroll. Here's Clemens. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
When I play 2K all the time, seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina, specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Smith. Then there's Dwyane Wade. And it's Caruso in at the 1. First one falls for him. Chris, when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names, Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a beast on the boards.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. That's going to send Dwight Howard to the line. Jeff Green picks one up, and even though Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
And that one misses.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
Waiters grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Waiters against Rivers. Passes it to Clemens. Puts up a 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
An effective combo guard. Rivers has a good sense for when to shoot and when to dish it.
Waiters against Carroll. Bounce pass from Waiters. Kuzma inside. He's guarded by Rivers. And yes, it's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. McLemore, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside, Green kicks to McLemore. Smith with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Caruso. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kuzma, that's good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to Green. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Westbrook, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league.
Westbrook!
6 on the shot clock.
I got him!
Covington passes to Rivers. The Lakers with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Count it. Rivers has got his second basket of the game.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Waiters outside. Here's Davis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Davis has got 8.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Here's Waiters. They're leading by 8. Ball going up court, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Waiters grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 6. And there's the pass to Caruso. Kuzma outside. And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist from Dwyane Wade.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Westbrook. And Carroll now atop the key. Nails it from the high post.
And that's his role. That's where Carroll's at his best, the catch and shoot.
And the Lakers with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Morris. Caruso looking for an opening. And he gets it to go. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. Lakers leading by 8. It's Kuzma penetrating. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. It's good. 14 points for Davis.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the three, not one of them ain't working.
Now here's Waiters. Covington with the steal.
Whose man is that?
Rivers gets a wide open look. Cans the shot from the wing. Rivers has got 6.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we've both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Great look, but off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Rivers against Waiters. And then Waiters with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now a timeout called by Houston. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Damari Carroll, and James Harden has subbed in for Austin Rivers. And then for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Waiters, and it's LeBron in for Alex Caruso. Harden, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 13, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Harden.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Green, the pass to Morris. Left side, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Caldwell Pope, guarded closely. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Tucker can't get it to go.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
LeBron passes to Davis. Over Westbrook. And again, no good by the Lakers. Rockets trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the feed to Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Harden. The shot. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Green. LeBron against Westbrook. LeBron drives in. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
I like whenever Covington is in attack mode. He's demonstrating how dangerous he can be driving inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And Covington, no good on that one.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing a title to cement his legacy. Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter, still none so far here in the second.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from James Harden. LeBron passes to Howard. Floats it up for Davis. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
James. Oh, wow.
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. To the wing on the left. Here's McLemore. And Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided. Two.
First free throw is good.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Rockets trail by 4. Kicks it out to Harden for the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And his shot, I mean, it's come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. Takes it from 10, and he makes that one. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Feeds it to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he gets the bucket. 16 points for Davis.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for
it. Now, here is Harden. He's got 17. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Green.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top, leading by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. There was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Now, here's Green. Harden missing his last shot. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For Los Angeles, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Free throw, no good for Green.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's LeBron, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, come on. We all know LeBron is used to getting fouled, but it's just amazing how he keeps his focus. He's such a powerful player.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets, trailing by 5. From deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Westbrook against James. Pass to Davis. Got a piece of it. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And another shot. He lays it in. McGee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Westbrook. The rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's the dish to James. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Davis kicks to McGee. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. And Davis gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Outside, Davis. Dishes it to LeBron. Back to Davis. Green against Westbrook. The drive by Green. Good D by Covington. Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Green, no luck. Rockets trail by 7. Tucker the pass to Westbrook. McGee with the block.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Dwyane Wade comes in for Danny Green. Here's Davis. He's got 20. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Harden for 3. Excellent D there from Waiters. Los Angeles leading by 7. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Waiters against Harden. And the pass to McGee. Clock at 6. James, no good. Houston's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. House dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Waiters against Harden. Dwyane Wade, and that's good. Waiters got 9 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 26. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Waiters. Now here is Davis. He's covered by Westbrook. James looking it over. Waiters for 3. Westbrook with the nice D there. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. And Westbrook, here we go. Great D that time from Davis. Inside. Waiters no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. Here's Harden. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
The shot's good. And that's 28 points for James Harden.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now James, he's got 20. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
That's just great persistence from James. Solid at fighting through contact on his way to the rack.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Smith checked in for James. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Lakers second.
Now, they've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Tucker with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Harden gets the bucket.
Now, too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
And here is Waiters. He's got 9. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got 5.
And the 3 ball is Smith's go-to. We all know that. He's excellent at measuring up any shot beyond that arc.
Here's Harden. Covington trying to break free. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from James Harden. LA has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And then Waiters with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Houston moving the ball around. And here's Harden for 3. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 35.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Davis. To the right side. Harden against Kuzma. To the middle. Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
Gotta like watching Smith pass the rock. Now, especially in the pick and roll where defenders naturally expect him to shoot.
Now here's McLemore. 5 points in the game. The pass to Clemens. Over Waiters. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. He's been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 28 points per, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals.
And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
The first one falls. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kyle Kuzma. And both free throws good for Waiters. And so it's Houston with it. 9-point game. Here's Clemens. In the corner, it's McLemore. And the turnover again by Houston.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Howard finds Morris. Now here's Waiters, guarded by McLemore. Here's Smith. He's got 5. Pass to Caruso. Clock at 4. Stolen by Tucker. On the wing, Harden puts it up. Misses off the left iron.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Rockets trail by 9.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
Now, here is Smith. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Howard. And the shot goes in. Howard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Clemens, covered by Morris. Passes it to Tucker. To stop the drought. Offensive rebound and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots. 2.
The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Pass to Smith. He dishes it to Howard. That shot missing, and Houston the other way now. From deep, McLemore. Rebound by Smith. Los Angeles leading by 9. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harden finds Green.
Oh, the former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. That one misses. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Howard. Smith on the wing, beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Clemens, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7. Here's Caruso. Shoots over Carroll. Whoa!
He gets it off before the horn.
How about that?
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now, that's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers leading by 10. Taking a look at the Lakers. J.R. Smith out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green. And it's Caruso in at the 1 spot.
Now, look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul him.
That free throw, no good.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The pass to Clemens. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Lakers leading by 8. Caruso, the pass to Morris. To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Pass to McLemore. Harden against Green. Passes to Clemens. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Smith penetrating. Good. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to McLemore. And some nice passing there by Houston. Carroll kicks to Harden. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Lakers lead by 15.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure Coach is going to let them know that.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Smith. And it's LeBron in for Alex Caruso. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
To halt the run, Green with the block.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Lakers leading by 21. And there's the pass to James. Inside, here's Caldwell Pope. The shot misses. And the Rockets take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Another miss by Houston.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. And the Rockets making a change here. Covington's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And they better hope their performance at the line in the second half doesn't come back to bite them. Missing your free throws is a good way to cough up a lead.
Now, here is Harden to end the drought. Another miss by Houston. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the dunk by James.
Man, you gotta love watching James sky for the slam. I mean, demonstrating how high he can get up off the drive.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by James. Baseline J on the way.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Howard. See, Webb, if we lower the draft age back to 18, the league will take a larger role developing high school players. Your thoughts?
Well, I think I think it could be a safety net. You know, so many kids are vulnerable at this time, and they don't have a system, and that's why everything's kind of been messed up for players trying to figure out what is the correct system. How do I really get immersed? I want to be in the NBA. What is the right way? And I think the younger you are, with the more direction that you have, it can only turn out to be a safer process, I would hope.
And getting better pro-level training, too, coaching.
Yeah, pro-level training, pro-level knowledge, pro-level relationships. I think it's a great thing by the league.
Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by James. The Rockets with another miss.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And the shot goes down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the Lakers.
Outside, Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis, you got to respect his perimeter game.
Now, here's Westbrook. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Davis fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's Westbrook missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
The Rockets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Passes it to Mbamute. Now here's Chandler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
And here is Chandler following the 3-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. For 3, Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Houston. Here is Cook. With some arc, and Caboclo pulls it down. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here is Mbamute, and James pulls it down. James has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Cook. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Offline with his three. LA has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. Cook, the pass to James. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream, but there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food than being able to go out and play.
I bet. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. He hits the second from the line. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement and can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next. And you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Houston.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. That one is off.
All right. That's okay.
So he comes up empty at the line. Rockets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Now, here's Mbamute. Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshall
Lonis,
Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Now here's Dudley. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Cook with it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Clemens, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
Two.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th. Now Howard. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
Been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.